Do you know what I'm gonna ask you?
No.
So I think the easiest one for me would be Dog Day Afternoon. Love it.
I love Devil Wears Prada.
Matilda's always been on my top 4. I love that movie so much.
I'm gonna say Ray. Jamie Foxx did it. And yeah, it's about Ray Charles. It's amazing.
Mine would be, okay, Terms of Endearment. Terms of Endearment is something me and my mom would watch a lot when I was little, and it's, you know, about like a relationship with the mom, and it is very special to me.
I think my second one would have to be a movie called Beaches.
I love
No, I
Beaches.
cried.
I love
I
Beaches.
cried. No, I died. I sobbed. Yeah, I watched it recently actually with my sisters. It was their first time watching it.
I watched it on my first date, on one of my first dates I ever went on a couch, and I like was obsessed with the movie, and he was like not gagged by it. And I was like, so obviously this isn't gonna work out.
not gonna work.
At like 14, I was like, bye.
I think like the first Harry Potter movie. Just
classic.
because of course the nostalgia, but I think also whenever and I always watch it over Christmas, but whenever I watch it, I love being like looking at the cast and being like, you guys have no idea what is in store for you. You have no idea how this movie is going to shape your entire life.
Probably Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Like obviously I'm just like such a hopeless romantic, and that movie I will literally cry talking about it. I think it's
I'm gonna say Past Lives. I like that.
I love that movie.
I love Celine Song. I would love to work with her. And I went into that not knowing what the story was about, and it just broke me in half. And I was just beside myself, and like that longing and sort of like you can't get what you want. It's just like, it's so beautifully done.
My second is Ruby Sparks, which is, I think it was written by Zoe Kazan. She wrote it. I just think her performance in that is so underrated. The last scene is the most beautiful, amazing, insane performance I've ever seen.
Okay, my third would be a tie between No Country for Old Men. Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's creepy. I mean, everything is so creepy about it, but the lead actor, he portrayed the character so well and had such an amazing journey. And then it's a tie with The Big Lebowski. I love it. It's so funny. It's just, that's my kind of humor. It doesn't take itself too seriously, which I love.
Yeah, I love the Coen Brothers.
Love it.
Oh my God, you know what movie I love is American Ultra. This movie, it's so random and it's so strange, and I absolutely love it.
I'm like trying to take myself out of American cinema too for a second, and I'm gonna do what Millie did and do a tie situation. I love Gully Boy from India. It's like one of my favorite movies, but it's about this like small time rapper in like this, gully literally translates to alleyway, and like he's trying to make it out of his big town, and it's like just like such a fab movie, and the music is so good. But I'm also, and please tell me someone's watched this movie because I'm also gonna mess up the title. It's a British movie, Angus Thongs and the
Love that movie.
what is the last word? Perfect Snogging. Guys, like
I love that
I always mess up the
movie.
title, but it's so good. I love that movie. We
Aaron
have.
Taylor Johnson.
He's
is
such a baby in it.
He's such a baby, but it's just the most fun, like girly, like I love that movie so. And I was like trying to think of some like cool foreign art house movie, and I was like, no guys, like
Let's be real.
let's be real. Angus Thongs and the Perfect Snogging. It's an awesome movie.
I'm gonna say Whiplash.
Good.
I think in just the themes that we tackle in this film,
Yes.
the dedication, the blood, sweat, and
Yes.
tears, you put your life
Yes.
into it. Like, I really resonated with that film so much, and that, like, just the mentor he had. Like, it was brutal. It was brutal.
I really have been thinking about this, but it's true. Love Actually is my third favorite.
Love Actually.
I've seen it 100 times.
recently
it just
just rewatched.
simply is perfect.
Okay, I think the last one would be my childhood favorite movie, which is The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Oh my
Carrey.
gosh.
Yeah, I think honestly, I've watched that movie more than any other movie. I used to watch it every day in the Jeep on the way to school, my dad's old Jeep. So there was just so many great things about that movie.
Hacksaw Ridge with Andrew Garfield. The message of just like his character sticking to his guns and being a pacifist in a war and never really breaking down and always staying fast with his morals, that was really beautiful. And just the movie in general was phenomenal. I'm a big fan.
I'm gonna say, and I think it's a modern classic, but Everything Everywhere All at Once. I just think like portrayal of like an immigrant family and like that movie really, I watched it 7 times in theaters. Like that movie really means so much to me and like it's such a dream to work with the Daniels.
Don't worry, he won't get far on foot. It's like an insane film that, it was one film that made me cry from almost the start to the end.
Wow.
And it came out and it just didn't like perform the way it totally should have. I think it's completely underrated.
My final one and favorite movie of all time is Broadcast News. And it's my favorite. It's what made me want to be an actress and it's my favorite movie.
I love that.
Love that.
That's 2 James Brooks on the list.
La Femme Nikita. La Femme Nikita was just like a seminal moment for me, seeing a woman in action space who has a real emotionally intense arc and was a complicated woman, which felt incredibly refreshing, so it was quite formative. Zulu, because I used to watch it with my dad. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves was the first movie that I ever owned on VHS, which was very exciting because I loved movies as a kid. I was making movies and I played it until the tape broke. Athena. In terms of like a recent movie that really pushes the action genre and does it in a way that's cinematically, visually incredibly beautiful, just found it to be very inspiring.
Oh my God, I find this really high pressure. So first of all, I love so many movies that I would probably have to mention like 200. So I'm just gonna go with like some movies that made a big impression on me when I was little. When I saw Breakfast at Tiffany's, I was spellbound. My mother took me to see Tess of the D'Urbervilles, and it was the 2 of us at the movies alone together when I was about 9. That was one of the most beautiful films that kind of swept me away. My mother also took me to see Reds, and I will never forget watching Reds. And then for a 4th film, well, I had 3 brothers, and we were in line and went to see Star Wars when it came out at the mall in Massachusetts. And it was like the movie for the boys, and I remember just being like blown away. So having been a kid that actually saw Star Wars when it was released, I know I'm so old, I would say that would be a seminal, special, transformative, and since subsequently loved science fiction.